Hey, this is Jared and you are watching Backroad Exploration, and today we are back in the desert, but not on purpose. Last night we were headed into the mountains to do a camping trip in the entire family, about 3,000 feet elevation higher than where we're at right now. Unfortunately, the canyon we went to go down and we were planning on spending the entire weekend in exploring is still closed. So the good news about that is they usually open them up unless there's snow, so it must mean there's still a little bit of snow on those trails, which means we had a good enough winter to even have them still closed, which is good. But the bad news is we had to pull an audible. We're up on top of the ridge of the Manti-La-Sal National Forest, and you can either go to the right and drop down into the valley and basically head back home, or you can go to the left and drop into the desert at the San Rafael Swell. So we opted to do that late, made it to a very familiar campsite late last night, put up the tent, and now we're going to head out on the trail and do some exploring with the family. So it's been a beautiful morning this morning. We've had a ton of fun. Looking forward to spending 2 days in the desert. Just wasn't exactly what we were planning on doing. Well, one of the things you got to do when you improvise like this is we were planning to be at like 9,500 feet and having it be really cold. So we have no shorts or any warm weather gear at all. So we actually stopped at the Family Dollar in Castledale to pick up a couple of pairs of shorts for us so that we won't die today in the 90-degree heat. Well, we stopped at the drips along Coal Wash. If you followed my channel for a while now, I did a solo trip along Coal Wash over and through Fix-It Pass last year. But it was a solo trip, and this is a really neat area. And so because we're improvising on this trip, I wanted to show off Swayze's arch to my family because they've never seen it. This is a cool little stop along the way. The water essentially just comes and drips down through these rocks, and you just have this natural running spring that runs all year long. It's pretty incredible. It's, you know, early summer right now, so there's actually pretty good water flow. Check this out. We just left the drips. Now we're headed over towards Swayze's Arch. And this cold wash is just such a cool trail. It's nice and fun, nothing technical, but you know, enough of a difference in terrain and things like that, that you have just some really nice fun places, and it makes it really fun to drive for sure. And of course right now the desert is so beautiful. There's all these flowers everywhere. It's pretty incredible.
Trying to catch me.
Just hold my hand. We got it. You can do it.
It's deep.
I got you right here.
Get me. I got this. I'm not the gingerbread man. I am.
Good job. Look how cool it is up here.
I know.
So you can see all of these little pockets from the water erosion. It's incredible. It's just all the rocks surrounding Swayze's Arch. Well, we've made it to Swayze's Arch, and it is so incredible. We've had a bunch of time to kind of just walk around all of the surrounding rock that's around the arch, and you can see just all of these millions of little pockets around that were just water erosion pockets over millions and millions of years. A bunch of them have made little holes, so they're kind of their own little mini arches, and this area is just so stunning. Check this out. just did the Fuller's Bottom River crossing, and now we are stopped at the San Rafael River. We have been warm all day. We were anticipating being in the mountains this weekend, and so it's been like in the 90s. It's been hot. We stopped at the Dollar General in Castledale and picked up some cheap shorts because I knew we wanted to stop here at the end of the day and cool off. So we're all just getting in a nice little wet swim before we head back to camp for dinner. Check this out. How deep is it? Keep going. Let's see if it's make it all the way up to your neck.
No.
What?
You go.
Good girl.
Oh, no.
Good girl. Drop. Good job. Do one more? You got one more in you? Or are you too tired? Watch out, boys. Good girl, Molly. Good girl. Good girl. Come here. Come here. Good girl. Good girl. All right, shake. Good job. Well, this is my least favorite thing about being in a tent. This thing is, we came back, all of our stuff was all blown all over. And the tent. This is whipping around. Look at this. I'm thinking maybe pulling it. Tired, hot, and dusty, I opted to head home. I had checked the weather, and the wind was only going to get worse. I was worried we wouldn't get any sleep at all, and cooking was not working very well with the dust and the wind. Admittedly, on the way home, I was feeling a little defeated. Not because we hadn't had a great time, but because we'd given up. As I thought about that longer, I realized just how silly that was. I have nothing to prove to anyone. We had a wonderful day out in the wilderness exploring one of my favorite places with my family, and it was an incredible adventure, with many more to come. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and if you want to follow us on the day-to-day, you can do so on Instagram at Backroad Exploration. Thanks for watching.